Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to Dark Tales presents Strixhaven, a Curriculum of Chaos, a Patreon exclusive. As you may notice, we are a little shy on the table today. We had
Hello?
Hello. We for the first little bit of it is just going to be me and Robin today. I gave all the boys the day off because we were going to have Robin and Brynn have a little girls' night. However, Brynn is quite ill today, and it's their birthday. So please wish them very happy birthday. If you want to tag them in Discord at FreckleBites, definitely go give them some love because they definitely need it, and are having to go off to TwitchCon tomorrow. So not the greatest day for them, but we're wishing them a very happy birthday, and we love them very much. So we're just going to have some little ohm for the Owlidays with Robin here. Oh,
No, I am looking a little unfocused on Twitch, but my camera ping looks good, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, weird. Who's to say? Tech, we love it.
We love
it. But yes, so we may also have someone else join us a little later, but for now we're gonna find out what happens when Nelloris goes home for the holidays. But introductions. I am Christa. I'm ChahistFX in the chat and on TikTok and on Instagram, and in our Discord. Go join our Discord if you're not already. You're all patrons here. You're probably in our Discord. But if you're watching this later, join our Discord. I use they, them, or she, her pronouns, and I am RDM today. Not normally, but you know, things change is the spice of life. But I will pop this over to the one other person on the screen with me, to Robin. Hi, Robin.
Hi. It's hello, no, hello. Yeah, it's quite empty here, but to fill the space, it's gonna be me, Robin, who uses she, her pronouns, as well does my character Nelloris, our little Owlidays druid. I forgot my class for a second. And with her familiar so good. Which I'll have to get on to Dork Tales about changing the art for Nelloris too, because I may have gotten updated art for her with her familiar. So that's exciting. But
very exciting.
Weird. There's so little people. It's just you and me for a bit.
So much room for activities.
I know. We can just stretch out and like lounge.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, because it is just going to be us and then special guest in a little bit. This is probably going to be a short episode. We're probably just going to do maybe like, if we push it to 2 hours, it might push to 2 hours. But we're just going to see where the night takes us. But we're probably not going to take a break. So let's do some quick shilling to everybody. Reminders that we have discount links in the Discord for Adventure Dice and their amazing advent calendars and many other wonderful things. For Norse Foundry, dice and their beautiful dice trays, like the wonderful Extra Life ones that came out, that came with being a good razor for Extra Life, which is also coming up soon, so keep an eye out for that. Also at Only Crits, which have come out with some new pins, and they have some cool dice towers and lots of really, really cool stuff. So all of those codes are in our Discord, so again, join the Discord, as well as we have some discounts for Bones Coffee. Reminder that at the time of this live play, we are at the time of live play, we have just experienced a hurricane down in Florida, which is where Bones Coffee is located. So they are taking a little while to get some orders out. So if you are ordering at the time of this live, just FYI that it might take a little longer. However, if you're watching this a little closer to Christmas, maybe order some Christmas presents for your friends and family of some delicious coffee. Fantastic. That's all of our shilling. If you are a patron here, you're amazing. We love you. You're wonderful. If you aren't a patron, you're watching this at a later release date, consider joining the Patreon, because this game is probably still running, and so you'll probably want to come watch it live.
Yeah, it's nuts when it's live, especially when there's all of us. It's like Super chaos.
Mayhem. Yes, it is. It is still exam week, as you can see from our lack of costuming, and that definitely has nothing to do with us having had crazy weeks. The lot of us. So,
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, well that's our shilling. So, let's hop into it. Last week, when the boys had some interesting adventures and had their exams, so this week we are going to see where Nelloris was during that, and just wrap up the game with them doing their exams. But for now, let's find out a little bit about the Owlidays. So despite the fact that we made it up last week on the fly.
Yeah.
On the fly.
Oh.
Bad.
So
bad
good.
jokes.
Bad jokes.
I love it. We've kind of envisioned this as being a kind of Feywild's winter solstice. So kind of a Candle Nights winter season holiday meets something kind of Valentine's Day, because owls don't hibernate, but the coziness of maybe a cuffing season, as people like to call it, where you're finding a mate of some variety. So it has a bit of a Valentine's Day. Oh yeah. I know I've got a dead light.
I've got weird light. I don't know if this is better or worse.
Right?
There we go. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to wait for Twitch for a second to catch up.
Yeah, so let it catch up a little bit.
Oh, I was told better is by Dork Tales in the.
Oh, fantastic!
There we go.
And I am opening Roll20. We're all so organized.
We're great.
I have to drive like 4 hours tomorrow morning to get to my dad's house, and I'm not looking forward to it. So,
Oof.
Owlish Paradise. Oh no, it's in my head.
Funny, you don't look owlish.
That's worse. Wonderful. So, lovely music, lovely Christmassy music in the background. It's fantastic. Thank you for that, Mr. Producer.
This is great. Oh my god.
Wonderful. Okay, cool. So we decided that's what it is. So it is a week ish, give or take. The students get about a week off, sort of it's 3 days of the week and then the 2 weekend days that they get off. So there's a lot of I'm sure everyone has their own traditions, just like all different winter holidays have their own traditions amongst each family. But it is a rare Owlidays, at least amongst sort of, wider groups that go without some kind of engagement or some kind of proposal. So there's a little bit of pressure of that occasionally. What kind of what do you imagine some Owliday traditions are in the Sullenclaw household?
Oh boy. I should have thought of stuff like this. So
it's more fun when you got to think it up on the fly.
It's improv. So there's probably a I'm guessing there's at some point a service almost somewhat similar to, like, if we're gonna mix in ideas of something like Day of the Dead, where I think they probably all go fly out to like the local kind of family burial grounds, and they probably do an honor to them, go and tell what's been going on in the year and offer them like a gift, probably some sort of cooking. I'm guessing they probably leave food out, so I think that probably happens. Lots of different meals, lots of parties. So many parties to go to.
So many parties. I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah, I figured there's probably like, there's the traditions of honoring the past and also updating and then just catching up, because I think like a lot of people fly out and then fly home to roost and celebrate the Owlidays, I think. So a lot of gossip and talking.
Oh, yes, very good, very good.
Mhm.
Now you guys are kind of a big deal. Your family is sort of a big deal in the community, in this druid circle. So you guys probably do the, like the family
Oh,
that gets to bring the pastor to Christmas kind of
yeah,
idea.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you guys are sort of the hot commodity, and a lot of people are always trying to like get you guys to come over, and who's gonna have the Sullenclaws over for the
Yeah.
big Owliday celebration.
And there's also like I think one giant thing where everyone kind of meets in the center of the like circle. I'm imagining it's like an actual literal circle of houses and nests that there's like this big thing and everyone brings a table or something. And like so they're always at the head of the or like the probably the most northern part of the druid circle
Sure.
of the circle there, and then her dad will give like an address, kind of like how the late Queen Elizabeth would give a Christmas Day address to Britain. I think her father kind of does the same thing to the circle.
Wonderful. Does a little like like you said, this kind of like recap of the past year and how everything has gone and how the druid circle has grown, and some goals for the future in very, very flowery terms.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. I love that. Okay, cool. So we're going to how does we're going to kind of jump through the first little week and just sort of jump to our the last big day. But does Nelloris like put on a happy face and like play the part, or is she being her name and being very sullen?
I think at the beginning she's probably trying to put on the face. I think at the first maybe few days she will, because she's like, oh, maybe if I tell my family about what I've been doing and what I've been getting up to, they might show an interest of my schooling and stuff and what I'm learning and magic, and she'll obviously show off Shay as well and try and get like some approval by that. And then probably they talk more about other stuff and responsibilities and start trying to convince her to come, like stay. This is foolish. And she'll kind of like sulk and just gets bored of the constant like, we're dragging you out. This is Nelloris. So yeah, she went off to Strixhaven. She's going to learn stuff. And really we know she's gonna come home. Like kind of that talk, and you're just like, oh,
yep.
So
and everyone you come to is very much that like, so when are you coming back? Like, you had enough of the big city yet? Right?
Yep, exactly.
Fantastic. We love that. Cool. Okay, so yeah, so that's been kind of your week. Is your parents very much like, saw Shay and was a little, you got a little bit of a talking from your mom about like, we support tradition, like, there's a lot, I'm sure you're getting a lot of like forward thinking at this big university, but like Mother Nature doesn't move on that fast of a timeline, and she stays the way that she is, and so on and so forth. Is probably the talk that you get, and are not a fan of that. Wonderful. Fantastic. So your parents have been somewhat deceptive about, not deceptive, just quiet about what house you will be celebrating at. It's usually the talk around town, but you haven't been wanting to engage, so no one has really, you haven't really gotten picked up on what it is. But you sort of, they walk along. You guys, do you get like dressed up, or are you sort of rebelling against that?
I think Nelloris will get dressed up, but usually I think the colors of the Owlidays are probably more like brighter, like silvers and golds and like kind of fey colors. And so I think she's wearing just a full black dress. Like, she'll dress up, but she'll wear the color that she wants to wear, kind of thing. She's like, if I'm gonna play by the rules, I'm gonna play by adjusted rules that still meet your criteria.
Absolutely.
She'll get dressed up. She'll wear like spiky, like clunky, chunky boots, and just a short black dress, and she'll have Shay on her shoulder, and she's just kind of like, what are you gonna do about it?
Oh, we love malicious compliance.
Yep.
The last question I did not ask: have you told your parents about Telbron?
I think Would she? She might. I think she probably would have. I think she would have said she met someone and seeing where this goes. Because she's probably written a few letters and sent them to Telbron while she's gone, because she's just like so bored, and she's probably like been reading and keeping Telbron up to date with like the most recent manga that she's reading. So I think she probably has let them know, because she's probably sent way more letters than they thought, and they're like, why is it all going to this same dorm room? And it's like, well, this is Telbron. I'm kind of dating him.
You get a look between your parents at that, and your father looks like he's about to say something, but your mother just says, well, that's nice, dear, and turns back to whatever she was doing. And doesn't say anything.
I don't think really Nelloris really cares or something, because they're probably just judging because he's a human, that she said, because she probably described him a bit too, and she's like, oh, they probably just don't approve of him being human, kind of thing. So it doesn't really register on her.
Doesn't register. Perfect. Wonderful.
No.
So you guys you start walking out. Your mother definitely is, are you sure that's what you want to wear, honey? There might be, maybe there's someone that you'll want to impress there at dinner. You always want to dress to impress.
I am dressing to impress, just because I don't want to wear holiday colors. I put on a dress. I want to express myself. Everyone at school wears stuff how they want to, and they aren't forced to wear... Okay, we do wear uniforms, but we're allowed to accessorize them a little bit.
Well, not all of the people at school have the kind of responsibilities that you do. Because you have a role here to play, and you are as much important as your father or I in looking like this, and you should be proud to be invited on it is, we're everybody wants to invite us, right? And we need to put on a good face. It is just as important for us to give back to the community, because we are. And she's just gonna kind of keep yammering.
Oh no, I'm just gonna do that
the owl.
Yeah. And she's gonna look at Shay and be like, this is what I have to deal with before I met you, Shay.
Your father will step in and say, well, if we don't go right now, we're gonna be late, so let's get going, shall we?
Where are we going? You haven't told me where we're going yet.
Well, your dad starts to say something, your own goes, we're going for supper where we've been invited. Let's go. And she'll kind of take you by the shoulders and push you forward.
Now we'll begrudgingly drag her feet as she's going, and her wings will tensely poise, and they're just oh. She's just angst. She's turning back. She's regressing back into an angsty teenager at this point, a week home, and she's just fully back to before she went off to university.
Perfect. So you guys are gonna walk along, and as you not too far away, just a couple of nests down, at a quite nice house. And they knock on the door, and you're kind of grumping, and you're sort of grumping along, looking down, not really paying attention. And the door opens, and you hear hello, 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 and your parents walk in, and then you hear a very familiar voice say, "Hey, Lori." And it's your ex-boyfriend, Cirrus.
Ha! Ha! She's gonna look at her parents.
Your dad turns and just like walks further into the house, and your mom has a very tiny self-satisfied smile. Cirrus Cirrus is a very tall, quite a bit bigger than you. A very tall bald eagle Aarakocra. And when you met him, like when you were dating, he was very much like the sports guy, and he was a little scrawny, but he was still kind of like a jock of sorts. He's filled out a little bit now. He's definitely a little bit bigger. You guys dated when you were teenagers. He's filled out a little bit now that you guys are both adults. And he his hair, because he's a bald eagle, right? He's got that kind of like swooped back. It looks like hair that's just been like perfectly coiffed. And he's wearing not blacks, but he's wearing like darker winter colors, like those deep blues and those kind of like ice, like the water under ice kind of look. He definitely looks very put together and not quite what you remember, but he kind of looks at you for a second in your anger and goes, you look great. It's good to see you.
Hi, Cirrus. You look good. You've grown up.
He'll kind of like scratch behind what would be an ear, kind of the back of his neck, I've been training a lot, doing a lot of work out in the forests. Like there's a lot of like lifting stuff, and this like my parents run the sort of logging stuff around here, take the trees, regrow them, take the trees.
Camera decided to just shut off on me randomly. Thank you, Logitech. You're so wonderful.
Someone seems to cast some kind of hold spell on you.
Darkness. 1 second. Of course my screen's being weird, so I can't actually see all my buttons properly for help. All right, not help. I want device settings. I'm sorry.
God,
Pause.
there's so many good references.
Great moment.
Terra's the Pidgeotto, which is exactly what I'm thinking.
It's so good. All right,
Logitech,
you can do it. There we go.
Hooray!
We're back.
And yes, I'm a Lumberjack and I'm okay is the best song of all time. If you have not heard it, please look up Monty Python's "I'm a Lumberjack and I'm okay." Yes. So he says, just been out in the forest a lot and doing a lot of lifting logs and things like that. Yeah.
It's paid off. Wow.
Thanks. Who's your sorry, come on in. It's he'll hold the door open for you.
Thank you. And Nell will come in, and then I guess do they take off their shoes? They take off their shoes.
Do they wear shoes? I don't know.
Do they wear shoes? I don't know. I don't know if Nell has claws or shoes down there. We'll see.
We haven't discussed.
We haven't discussed that.
It remains a mystery. If this is a film, no one takes their fucking shoes off. So don't worry about it.
It's true. Right. So she'll go step in and like, nice place. Did you guys move or no? I can't remember where you guys.
We did some remodeling. Yeah. Who's your friend? And
this is my my familiar. Shay, Taki. I summoned them at school with magic.
Wow.
Sentient mushroom.
And Shay looks up and goes, "Soul tackle." And Cirrus has a moment of they talk. Wow.
Yeah. That's really all much
cool.
that they can say. They do say coffee though. Do you have coffee? Shay drinks coffee.
And sort of bounces a little bit. My mom put some on. Come on in.
Okay, great.
And yeah, he'll walk in and kind of walk past his parents and walk past your parents, and their parents are kind of like sitting, you know, having coffee and before dinner in the sitting room. And he'll kind of walk into the kitchen with you and pour a coffee, like, and there's like a little cup and then like bigger cups as well. So he like pours you a smaller cup, and then pours a second smaller cup for so that you both have your own coffee, and then pours himself one. It's black, of course, and drinks his. Like, school. How's school? That seems super cool. Like magic and stuff. That's awesome.
It's really cool. So I'm learning so much at school. I'm taking like a billion classes and doing a ton of and I've met so many people. The world is just, it's so vast and there's so much to learn from it. Like if we go outside this tiny circle of ours, there's just so much to know. And like we're learning magical physiology. Like we worked on Slotty, and we're gonna go learn about owl bears later. And then I'm also taking a history of
magic and art.
Magic and art, yeah, I think so. There we go. And Arcana Botany. Oh, Arcana Botany is probably my favorite class. It's all about plants. You see, I'm really trying to get into Witherbloom because Witherbloom is second year, and that's when you really choose your houses. And Witherbloom is all about like death and decay and growth. And like that is so me. I don't know if you've noticed with all the mushrooms. You kind of knew that about me.
You always had a bit of a dark tint, yeah.
Like, it's so cool. Though the one thing that they don't have at school, which I'm gonna actually have to find, is some feather dye. I'm kind of going a bit white, and I just want to re-dye that black, because they don't have that there. There's some things that I miss a little bit. Don't tell my parents. But there's a few things that I do miss from home. But other than that, it's really great.
I don't know what's so wrong with white.
It's my aesthetic. I don't know. It's great.
I'm kidding. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh boy.
Well, the drugstores probably won't be open until tomorrow, but I think they are carrying it pretty regular. They're not running out of it as fast now that you're not here.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, I guess we're it's been a few years since we saw each other. Weird that my parents decided to have this as the house that I come back to for the Owlidays the first time. That was interesting and fortuitous, I guess, right?
Would you like to roll me an insight check?
Yes, please. I would love to do that. That's a 13, goes to 17. 17!
He's gonna respond and he'll say, yeah, I don't know, because like normally your parents rotate, and I know you guys were here just a couple years ago, and there were the Feathertons were really pushing for it this year. So I don't know. I mean, my mom does make like a wicked worm lasagna. He is oblivious. This is like his confusion is genuine.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's going. If his parents are in on it, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He's just
like your mom, clearly in on it.
Yes.
His parents maybe. I mean, like you're a very eligible bachelorette in this society, so very much. God damn it. I can't look at the chat. It always throws me.
They're flyers for sure.
Oh, exactly. But yeah, so he seems genuinely confused.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sure they have something cooking up. They usually have some sort of. My mother has ideas.
The worm lasagna is cooking.
It is.
That's what that
really
smell is.
good. Oh.
It is really good.
They don't make that. They don't make that, and they don't serve bugs as well. So I've had to eat like more human foods. It's okay, but like you miss the grasshopper fries. So good, that crunch.
They don't have what?
No, they use potatoes. They crisp up potatoes, which are weird because they're not soft. They're not crispy at the beginning.
No.
They're kind of soft. But grasshoppers, they're already crispy and they just get extra crunchy.
You don't have to do anything to them. You just throw some pepper on them and they're great.
Exactly. They make all this work. They fry it in oil and they call them chips, and it's just like, or fries, kind of depending on where you're from. It's weird. And then they use different sorts of ground meats instead of like a worm lasagna. Instead of the worms, they just like they're making it way more complicated by taking a bigger animal and making it into smaller things. Well, just start with the smaller bug, and you don't have
if you
to
can't fit the whole thing in your mouth, why?
Exactly.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I love a good big fish that you really got to pick apart. But like,
I guess fair.
God damn it! I just heard what I said in my head watching your face react.
Yup.
Please tell me that was Nell's reaction.
Thank you.
But he doesn't notice.
Okay, good.
Yeah, clip that.
I just love to swallow rodents whole.
So, well, yeah. I mean, if they ever have like a friend visit day, I'd love to check it out. It sounds super cool.
That'd be great. I have some great people that you could meet. Like, there's this like super guy named Kyle. He's really cool. He's pretty super.
Wait, you go to school with Kyle?
Yeah, the guy from like Stonely Fans.
That's wild. That guy's so cool.
Right? He's actually pretty cool. Though I can never find him in class sometimes. He's like so good at like disguising himself.
Wow. I guess you'd have to be when you're famous like that. You got to be good at like hiding amongst people.
Then there's Celdrynn, who is like, he's a human, but he can also like change himself. Like he can make him taller or bigger. He gave himself a weird like frog throat the first day to like drink better.
Is he like a bullywug?
No, he's like a changer or something. I don't know. He's able to change his appearance kind of at will. He's pretty cool.
Interesting.
And then there's this Eladrin. I was forgetting what Brynn was. Eladrin named Arlynn, and so the weird thing is, her moms are actually Owlin. She was adopted by two Owlin who work at the library in Strixhaven. So she was actually raised by Owlin. So she's actually off on the Owlidays too from school.
That's so cool. Yeah, I mean, maybe next year she can come with you and we can like all hang out for the Owlidays.
Cool. And then there's like the one last friend. His name's Telbron. He's a human. His family is really popular. Really famous. His dad makes a lot of deals. He's pretty quiet and pretty shy, but he's kind of cute. Yeah, he's a really good friend to me.
He sounds really cool. I'm super glad that you have so many cool friends.
Yeah.
I know the last couple of years you've been kind of, I don't know, secluded, and I worry about you. I know
Aww.
we didn't ended things and whatever, but I'm glad you're doing good.
Thanks. Have you been? Have you have you been seeing anyone since?
No, I'm just focused on school first, and then when I was done that, gotta take over the family business as you do, right? So I've been doing a lot of work there. You get that, I'm sure, but like you're doing so much more. That's you're gonna bring so much back to the circle when you're done school. That's so cool. Yeah. Between you and me, it could really use some updating.
Yes, it could. And this is why I wanted to go off to school, because I know I'm supposed to come back and be the leader, person, head of the circle. But like, you can't really improve unless you go out and figure out how other things are done. Otherwise you just get stuck in the same hole. Mushrooms have roots that are connected all over the world, so they can talk to other mushrooms and find out what's going on. If we're just stuck without roots and no other connections, how are we going to improve and get better? That was my thought.
Well, I don't think I could do it, so like you're super brave for doing that. It's very cool.
Oh, thanks. It's honestly, it's a lot freeing. It's a lot more freeing getting out and doing stuff. You don't have to worry about expectations. No one really knows at school that I'm supposed to be like a grand leader of a druid circle, really. Only Telbron really knows. So like there's no expectations on me to like fit in a box. So I can be weird, I can act strange, and people just kind of go with it. And that's really cool.
That's super cool. Wow, that's very cool. You're very cool.
You're pretty cool yourself. Yeah. And then Nell's gonna just like take a really long sip of coffee, like.
He's also gonna kind of turn away and just like. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Also, dark tales. Bad dark tales. Perception. Oh, that's a 15.
You, as you are sipping, you kind of turn your head, and you see Sirius's mom and your mom kind of leaning around the wall, and they both go,
oh my
and
god,
pull back. And then you hear from behind the wall.
Nell's gonna like roll her eyes and then, oh, what can she do? Oh. Do they have drinks in their hands?
Probably, yeah.
So Nell's gonna kind of like, what is it? And then a drop a grate of sand. Okay, so yeah, she's gonna grab some sand out of her like pocket, and she's just gonna like mumble under her breath, and she's gonna cast create or destroy water, and she's just gonna have their drinks just vanish.
Just
yeah.
Oh, you hear a couple of little like brief startled sounds from the other side of the wall, and then both of your mothers will walk in, and your mom will say, "Oh well, I think it's about time for dinner. Did you kids want to help us take this out to the table?" And Sirius's mom walks over and pulls out a lasagna, warm lasagna, traditional Owliday dinner. And a bunch of little there's a bunch of little like tables or different side dishes and stuff like that you guys can take out, and Sirius will kind of look at you and kind of like roll his eyes and grab one.
Yeah, Nelloris help. Sorry, I'm writing down my first note of the game is worm lasagna, traditional owl day dinner. There's my note there.
Perfect. yeah, so you guys will take everything out, and like, you know, the parents are having just sort of like general conversation. You and Sirius were seated right next to each other, of course.
Of course.
And the conversation eventually kind of turns so that Sirius's mom, you know, will ask you like, so I hear you're enjoying school. Are you just doing the 1 year?
No. You really don't get into the specializations and learning until second year when you get chosen into or sorted or directed into your specific house. See, I'm really trying to go for Witherbloom, which are learning all about growth and decay and sort of the balance between life and death, and that's very me. So I'm really hoping to go for all 4 years and get my full education because I'm just learning tons.
See, yeah, I thought you would have maybe wanted to, you know, specialization is something that's quite specific to here. So I'm surprised you needed anything outside of that. I know you already have learned from Galaxy. I thought that might have been enough for you, but no, still going.
Yeah, well, you see, Galaxy really just lit the spark of inspiration and you know, a need for knowledge, realizing that there is so much more outside of our tiny little druid circle to learn that maybe could be improved. You really just inspired me to learn more, and it's so fulfilling to be able to, you know, be with other races and other, you know, magics and just learn, because you're becoming a better person, I find.
Well, I suppose that could be some opinion, but, you know, there's a reason that Galaxy isn't welcome around anymore. Some ideas like that are not helpful in our kind of society. And Sirius will kind of be like, Mom, that's not helpful. Like, obviously, what Lori is out learning is like super important, because, you know, like we need some changes around here. There's technology, like you don't even know how to use a sending stone. And I don't need to use a sending stone because I don't need to speak to anyone that's longer than a walk away.
But what if there's like, you know, some sort of disaster that happens and we need help, and we need to, you know, go beyond the reaches of our circle to get help from other people, because there are strong magic users out there that could probably help us.
Your mom will cut in well, there's nothing that our society couldn't handle. We are all perfectly strong, and if you bothered to pay attention to the lessons that your father and I tried to teach you, then perhaps you would understand that we don't need additional, stronger spellcasters out there.
I listened fine and took notes, but what you guys were starting to spout was old ideas that have been passed down from generation to generation. You know what we call that? What is it? What was it called? There's some sort of literacy bias, because you're just passing down stories instead of learning new information, and you don't challenge it. If you don't challenge things, you're never gonna grow progress. You want to get better.
It's called inherited knowledge. We have a grand oral tradition, and we don't need any. You don't question it if it works. You don't fix it if it's not broken. You can see Sirius next to you, just really working on cutting that lasagna. And your dad is kind of doing the same thing. Sirius's dad seems to have no clue, and Sirius's mom is kind of nodding along, agreeing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Mom, you know, there could be other ways to do things better and more efficient, because you never know. We may be able to handle a lot of things, but there's gonna be something that we're not prepared for.
Well, now
You
you're
know?
just doubting your own family and your own people. That's just rude, Nelloris. Just assuming that we can't handle ourselves. Some of us here are adults.
Nelloris is just gonna...
She's gonna grab her wine glass and take a big sip.
I think you'll find that I have reached the age of an adult, mother.
If only you had the maturity.
If only I wasn't an old spinster who has long been past her youth and prime and is just envious of the fact.
Oh, now don't be dramatic, Nelloris.
Oh, don't be dramatic, Nelloris. What was the point of this, Mother? What was the point of this dinner? We went over to this house 2 years ago. What have you been planning? Because we should have been going to another house this holiday.
We were planning a delicious worm
No
lasagna.
offense, by the way. The worm lasagna is delightful. But it seems like my mother's up to something. Because she always is up to something.
Your mother looks over at Florence, Sirius's mother. We've named her Florence. They kind of make eyes at one another as like Florence goes to like sip her drink. Said, well, Florence has been a particular help this year with planning, as my workload was supposed to be split with my daughter, but she abandoned us for her own selfish purposes, so Florence has very kindly taken over.
Well, that is so great that you've been able to get help. But you see, the thing is, I'm going to school to learn how to do things better and come back. Maybe.
Oh, don't be silly, Nelloris. Of course you're coming back.
Huh. You know, I could be gone. I could get married off to a lovely man and I could go live with his family instead of here.
That's not going to happen, Nelloris.
Why not? It could.
Because this is where you belong. And let's be honest, if you continue to act like this, no one's going to want you. Yeah, Sirius just like drops his cutlery, and your dad even kind of like coughs and like chokes a little bit. Sirius's dad continues to not pay any attention.
I love it.
Well, let's just eat dinner. Because, you know, you did teach me to be quite polite, and I'm sorry, I've been quite rude. And I really don't have anything nice to say right now, so I probably shouldn't say anything at all. And Nelloris is just gonna, like, dig into her food and just, like, give eyes to her mother.
Your mother will continue to eat along, and it's that like super awkward silence of just like clink, clink. You do get, because you are so small, your feet don't quite touch the ground, but kind of under the, like, Sirius is eating his food, but you just kind of get a little bit of a knee bump from him, and just kind of he glances just over and kind of just gives you a bit of a wink of like support, but then like continues just quietly eating his food.
At a part of the way through, I think Nelloris is gonna eat, and then she's just gonna put her stuff down and go, I've never been good enough for you, Mother. Never. The second I've
always been weird. You've always looked at me funny with my manga and my anime, and you've never approved of it. You never approved it when I started dyeing my feathers black. You've never approved of me. And because I have a higher pitched voice, you think I sound childish. Well, you know what? I found friends that accept me for who I am at school and not have to live up to your unrealistic expectations of a daughter of who you wanted to be when you were a child, but you never were. And so you've pressed your stupid expectations of what you wanted to be onto me. And because I'm not filling into your tiny little square, I am a disappointment to you. And you know what? I could go out there somewhere. I could find someone who loves me. I'm dating someone, Mom. And we have feelings for each other, and it could go somewhere more. And
oh, please, Nelloris, it's just a college crush.
Yeah. It's what? Yeah, I know, but it could go something more. You see, that's how things develop when you're away from your things. It's not an expectation. You actually fall in love, not just get told who you're supposed to marry.
No one, Nelloris, I want you to find love. I just believe that you have a role to play here. There are expectations. We all have expectations, honey. Some of us are just a little more open to accepting them. Look at Cirrus. He knows what needs to happen. He knows he needs to take over his family business. He's been working hard. He's been learning his role, where all you've done is fight against it.
Yeah, because I want something different.
And that's just selfish.
Oh, I'm selfish. I'm selfish versus you that are forcing your daughter to be someone who she isn't. That's selfish, Mom.
Maybe you don't know who you are.
Yeah, and that's what going to college is all about, is to find yourself. To be away from the people that raised you and finally be on your own to actually discover who you are.
Or it's to get drunk and have parties and have people brainwash you into thinking things that just aren't true.
Yeah, there's parties. There's lots of parties where we just have fun. There's no brainwashing.
I don't know. Judging by your attitude, which is even worse than normal, I had hoped that going out into the world would settle you down and realize how important home and family is to you, but instead you've decided to push us completely aside.
Yeah, when you realize how toxic a situation can be from people that have like normal families, loving families, when you go out, you find out what you're missing. And then when you realize that maybe things are not as great as they seem. How about that? When you're
If
home.
things aren't that great, Nelloris Sullenclaw, you are welcome to leave.
You know what? I just might.
She's gonna cross her arms and sip her wine, staring at you.
Nelloris is gonna turn to Cirrus and be like, I'm sorry, Cirrus. It was really nice to see you again. I can see that our parents are trying, or my mother is being manipulative and trying to set us up again. I would like you. You were a really nice first boyfriend, and who knows? I would maybe like to have a shot of you when I'm not like quasi engaged to you. That's the expectation that I'm supposed to be married off to you. I would love a chance to maybe do that when our parents aren't scheming behind the plans, because you are a really nice person, but I'm also really
I'm dating Ryland. That sound is all around the table.
So happy
except his
for
father.
you. Yeah. That is so good. I'm
gonna
so...
go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. And he'll stand up and gotta pull your chair back for you.
Nelloris is gonna like leave that and then just she's just gonna walk off and flip her mom the bird. She walks off.
She will come like running after, like up to the door, like you know, Nelloris, Sullenclaw, blah 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 blah, and then same with Sirius, is da 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 da, and just getting like so like yeah, just come back, you come back, you're right this second, yeah, he'll walk off with you and sort of like walking quickly, but like keeping like not and heading toward. You guys are gonna head probably towards your place.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you guys pack.
Yes. When you get to your door, he's gonna like look back, and just as you guys look back, the door slams on his house. And he's gonna say, I'm really sorry that you had to go through that.
Yeah, I kind of was hoping it would be different when I'm coming back. That she might actually show that she missed me. And she didn't.
Yeah. I think she does. I think she just doesn't know how to show it. She's been real bitchy. Sorry. But more so than normal. So I think she misses you.
She has a funny way of showing it. I'm sorry for whatever fallout comes of this. I'm really happy for you. Like, I found someone I really, really enjoy, and it's really good that you have found someone, and like, I'm super happy for you, and if you need anywhere to stay, and she'll like write down the planar address for Strixhaven.
Beautiful.
You can come and find me if you need anything, okay? I have a really supportive friend group, as I was saying, and like, there are better places than here. This is a great place, and I do miss it, but I miss her, but I feel like I'm suffocating when I'm here, and it feels like just someone's pressing down on my wings. There's just a constant air current holding me down. And when I'm there, there's an updraft, and I'm able to soar.
That's so awesome. I'm gonna go over to Ryland's.
Good.
Thanks. And he's gonna like kneel down and like give you a big hug.
Nelloris is gonna give him like a really big hug and just be like, tell Ryland I say hi and I'm super happy for you guys. If anyone gives you any trouble, tell them that you know the future head of the circle and she'll kick your ass.
Sounds good. Have a good night and safe trip back to Strixhaven.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to be packing as fast as I can and then teleporting the fuck out of here. Because I get a teleportation scroll, baby.
God, maybe I should apply.
We're like halfway through the first semester or something, like, or year. I don't exactly remember how these things work. I'm missing exam for this holiday, so it's gonna be great. I'm gonna go back and study, but.
Well, if they have any openings for not botanists, arborists, let me know.
I'll definitely keep my ears out for you. I think you do really well there.
Thanks. You go do well there. And he'll do that kind of like where he like walks backwards as he's waving.
Oh my god, he's so cool.
And then he'll wander off.
I think once he turns around, Nelloris is just gonna like just start crying and she's gonna put her stuff together. She's just like
she was so upset because she was like, I thought she could do better, and she didn't. And so she's just like packing up and is just like, she's gonna leave a note and put it under her her father's side of the bed, saying, it was really nice to be home for the week. I'm sorry that it ended all the way things did. I hope you guys will see me at the next break, but things might need to change, especially regarding Mom.
Awesome.
If I'm welcome back.
Aw.
P.S. I love you. And then she'll tuck that in, and then she'll pack up her stuff, and then like bamf out the teleportation scroll and scroll on out of there.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Yeah, have you considered remarrying? Thanks for you. Just divorce is an option. I think that is a perfect time if our special guest is available and would like to pop in. Oh God, I almost cried at the end there. God damn it.
I know, me too. It got there at the end. I was like, oh boy.
I know. I was gonna say something, and I was like, oh, can't do it. Hello. Hi. Even more gorgeous than normal, Kelly.
It's
right. Damn boy.
He had more time to do his makeup today.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So because we don't have Brynn, we are popping back the one and only Kelly to have a little Kai backstory and have a little fun there. So I guess a quick introduction of everyone knows who you are, but go ahead.
That feels so conceited. I love it. Hey everybody, I'm Kelly. I'm normally the Dungeon Master, but tonight I'm playing Kai L. We both use he and him as our pronouns. Kai uses them with capital H's. I use them with lowercase. Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
His pronouns are the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. His pronouns are
pronouns. God damn it, pronouns.
Yeah. There is pronouns. So good. Wonderful. Okay, well, so Kai was in our last session where we had our exams and played a little wizard gizzard and fought a couple of steam mephits along with his friends Celdrynn and Telbron, and had some interesting happenings. But when he got home from his dorm room that night, he had a missive from the one and only Mike L., the somewhat distant father of Kai, that said the Wyvern Ball season was starting up again, and the first official game of the season for the Superia Supernovas, which are his home team, and the home team of Superia, where the Superions are from, we're going to be playing against the Kaymore City Chimeras, which was where
it used to be the Centaurs, but that just kind of, it was a thing. It was,
yeah, we changed it to they changed it to Chimeras. But that is your stepdad's favorite team, and the team that I guess you've been following a little, because you've been living in Elos, where the Chimeras are from.
Yeah, definitely slumming it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. This is very oh God, I don't know about Premier League. I was gonna say it's Manchester United versus somebody else. One of the teams that just got bumped up to Premier League. They just made it into the Premier League, and their first game of the season is Manchester U. Yeah. So he has told you that he has gotten tickets for the Superior Supernovas for their game versus the Kaymore City Chimeras on Elos, and he knows that you have a exam break coming up, and so you should come to Kaymore City and meet up with him. And then you guys will go on a whirlwind tour following the superior supernovas for as long as you have a break.
How long do I have as a break? Like a week? 2?
Like 6 days. And so you'll probably hit like 3 or 4 games in that time.
Holy shit. Yeah. He, no matter how many days are between there and now, he's packed tonight.
Fantastic. It's next day. Like next day
then
midday on Elo.
Immediately packing. He's not even saying anything to anybody. He has no presence of thought.
Cool. Most people were planning on leaving the next day or two. So like Celdrynn and Telbron were probably going to head out tomorrow. You probably guys would have talked about it a little bit. You might have had plans to go back to your mom's for a little while. So while they may be a little miffed that or concerned maybe that you left without saying anything, your presence won't be like, oh, it'll send out a search party. So
yeah,
that's
no,
good.
Going. Let's go.
Fantastic. So you have your teleportation scrolls, so you can leave and come back. But you just have the one set. But your dad has said he's arranged for travel. He's done all this kind of stuff. So you teleport into Kaymore City. Your dad hasn't told you where he's staying or where you guys are going to be staying in Kaymore. I can't remember. Is that where are you from? Excuse me, from Kaymore?
Yeah, he's from outside of Kaymore. So
right,
like just basically the suburbs. So Kaymore is Toulouse, so the Toulouse United United Alliance, or Allied States, Toulousian Allied States. It's basically their version of LA. So it's like the coastal city. Its matriarch is basically Elf Dolly Parton.
Amazing.
She's been elected mayor like 200 years in a row because everybody loves her so much.
Exactly. Yes. Rio did remind me I have been remiss in my DM on Dork Tales duties because there was a teleportation. I failed. So wonderful. So you're going to go into the Kaymore City proper, where the big Wyvern Ball arena is. Now, your dad didn't send you tickets. He said he would meet you at the ticketing gate. So you'll be kind of you've got your bags with you and everything.
Bags, yeah. So there's only one night. It's here. Like it's gonna be here.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
So just pull up a seat.
Wonderful. Okay, so there's some benches kind of outside the arena, and you get there pretty early, so it's pretty quiet. And the game probably, there's some people fantasy tailgating, and so there's lots of RVs. I don't want to put RVs and tailgating into your home world, but
no. It happened. It happened.
Right.
It's done. That is exactly the type of thing we run here.
Perfect. So you got a bunch of people with face paint on and people with the Superions and whatever. You see a lot. You don't see a lot of Superions in day to day, but there's a few just flying around, and some friendly competition happening. But you're seated outside, sort of watching the people come and go, and it starts to get a little bit busier. As you're kind of sitting there waiting, a dwarf walks up to you and goes, "Well, Mr. L," and this is your old coach, Coach Clifton Stoneswarm. He was your Wyvern Ball coach in high school.
Hey, Coach Hess. What's up?
Just here for the game.
Did you bring
surprised
a box
to see you
sit
back.
on?
Ha, the short jokes. Will they never end? You're
Stop being funny.
You were at Strixhaven, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm at Strixhaven. Well, I mean, I'm here right now, but yeah, no, I'm on break.
Oh, cool. And just coming back home to catch a game?
Well, I mean, could miss this one. It's Supernovas, and they're here to kick, I guess not Centaur ass anymore. Chimera
Chimera.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah. honestly, the logo's way better now. You got the wings and the snake.
Okay.
It's
Okay, yeah, I guess, but you know, the mascot sucks.
the mascot needs a little work. They did it really quick, but you know what? I will use any excuse to buy a new jersey.
That's fair. That's fair. It's the commemorative merch is pretty tight. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my dad right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess he's a Supernova fan, I guess.
Yeah, he used to. I mean, you know, he played for him for a little bit, so.
Right.
He's got box. He's got ins on box seats because of that, and I mean, he still got the ring too, so.
Absolute legend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I won't see you in there, because you guys will be up above. But yeah, look down on us, guys.
I'll do what I can. Hey, if you know, maybe if there's some extra space up there, you know,
It's much appreciated. But I'm glad to see you're doing good. Really good job
Doing
getting into
great.
Strixhaven. That's great to hear.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I mean, the letter of recommendation, probably. It was a nice touch. So, thanks.
Happy it helped. He'll hold a hand out to you, kind of up high.
He will turkey him, just.
Yes.
But he teaches high schooler kids, so I don't know if he knows that one. So.
He'll take it and just kind of, in that way that longtime high school teachers will. As he does, you'll sort of up behind him say, I can't do this voice any justice, so I apologize. But he'll come up and Stone Swarm found a stray. And your old Professor Moralith, the gold dragonborn with the fabulous gold mustache, is walking up in like full chimera gear. Mr. L. I can't do Ron Swanson. I know the characterization was fantasy.
That's true.
Ron
I wrote him as Ron Swanson. Mr. L.
I can't do.
The trick is to suck on your words as you say them at the same time. Mr. L.
Mr. L.
Mr.
Saying
L.
Mr. L at all makes me feel like Agent
Mr.
Smith.
Anderson.
Anderson.
I just say that, but like you're bored at the same time. So, anyway.
There we go.
Not like Hugo Weaving.
No,
which is
now I'm
loving
doing
this.
Snape.
Mr. Anderson. No.
Oh no.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, he'll walk up and say, good to see you, Mr. L. I heard you were going to Strixhaven.
Yeah, I've got deja vu right now. I just repeated all this for Coach. Yeah.
Then
no.
I will let him fill me in if you don't feel like being a broken record.
I'm doing good. I'm yeah, living so many dreams.
That's wonderful to hear. You have always been very smart, and I hope you apply that.
I wanted to say sorry to hear about your bad investments recently. It's a lot of Chimera merch to go to a game where you're gonna lose.
Sometimes we cheer for those that we don't always worry if they'll win or lose. And he gives you a kind of pointed look.
I mean, bet, but I put my my money on winners.
I can see that. We should be
game.
getting to.
Good game.
Yes, I'm sure it will be a great game. And he will also hold his hand out to you.
Yeah, he's not gonna. He's gonna actually like do the little like curtsy shake, little like yeah. because he's not the coach gets the shit.
Yeah. Coach understands.
Coach will get the joke. This guy will be confused.
Yeah. He will give you a very like a man-to-man kind of, respectful shake he gives you. We'll be getting to our seats. Have a great day, Mr. L.
I'll see you in there from the nosebleeds, I guess.
Enjoy the game. Enjoy winning.
I always do.
Yeah, they'll both kind of give you a wave back and sort of continue on in talking. What are you singing, Robin?
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Fantastic. Very nicely.
Next I'm gonna run into my babysitter.
You don't run into your babysitter, however, a small, a little, like a monkey with a little t-shirt on, leaps on and kind of like grabs you on like the front of the shoulders and just like puts its face very close to yours. And from slightly a ways off goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And a half-elf, the monkey doesn't say that. You hear this voice from a bit off. But you see just past this monkey is a very brawny half-elf with a bright pink beard and a rainbow, like cut like a mohawk, but just down. And this is one of your, you don't recognize him at first, but the monkey tells you who it is. And this is Denor, one of pretty much your best friend in high school.
Wow.
You came to town and you didn't tell me?
I'm just here for the night. I thought, well, I mean, to be fair, if I was looking for like, for the gay sex district, I could just look up and see your hair.
Fuck you son of a... And he's gonna come in and like give you a big giant hug and like pat your back.
How much for a blowjob, buddy?
Oh, fuck, don't fuck you. How about that? Yeah, no, you're not my type.
I'm everybody's
I
type.
don't date nerds.
You look good.
Thanks.
You're keeping it tight.
You do too.
He's gonna grab his butt just for fun, but yeah.
Fantastic. So you told me that Kai was just kind of, a twisted version of you. I see it now.
Keeps it tight.
Accurate.
Those of us that have seen Kelly hang out with people in person. Yes, correct.
Oh God, I'm reading my description of Danor, and it's so good. Kind, patient, not terribly tall, but broad-chested, beefy David Bowie.
Oh my God.
Yes. who has just started experimenting with growing a beard because he is a half-elf, but he does dye it very expressive colors.
I'm surprised you didn't dye Edgar, right? I'll give the monkey a little pet scratch, whatever.
Yeah,
the monkey likes.
Edgar kind of like glomps a little bit and like hugs you and then immediately like sits on your shoulder and starts like picking at your hair, being very careful not to muss it.
But yeah, he's been taught well.
Exactly, he knows. What the fuck are you doing? Are you here for the game?
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm just wearing a jersey for luck, right? Like, come on, I
hey, you know what? There's bigger losers. I'm just gonna say, like,
yeah,
it's
there's
not
bigger
the weirdest
losers.
thing.
There's definitely bigger losers. Stonesworn's right there. Where is the one of our old teachers is here too? Yeah. Did you see him?
Oh shit! No,
Yeah, Morlith's in there right now. I didn't even know Morlith likes sports.
He likes being involved in things. He likes community events, I think.
Yeah, that's
which
fair.
is, you wouldn't get that from him, but it seemed like I've been seeing him around and he just kind of like, he likes investing in things. He likes, when he does something, he goes full out.
I thought he was getting into woodworking. I was like...
He was for a while there.
I heard he made his own boat.
Yes.
Maybe both. Anyway,
I'm
just...
chariot that goes into the water.
Are you...
Anyway.
You made a water chariot?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
You can
sick.
like attach it to horses or dolphins.
Or seahorses. Nice.
Those might be a little small.
Just get a big one. Like I'm in Strixhaven, bro. Like there's dire everything. Dire
Fair.
seahorses, dire. Okay, I'm seeing like sort of see. I'm fucking this like. Let's just say. I know what a dire half orc looks like, and it's just it's great.
Shit, get on. Like, are you just fucking people, or are you actually going to school? You're taking way too long to answer.
I go to class. I even got grades, and they were not like, you know, bad.
Good job.
I am a solid B student, and you know what? These B's get degrees, man. Like when I'm out in the field, like no cap, I'm gonna be able to get any job because I've got like a strict. I mean, I'm not even. I'm going freelance, but like even if I wanted to, I could get a job because I've got like the paper. I'm gonna have the paper in like 3.5 years. Are you here for the game?
You know what? That's not bad. Yeah. No, my uncle's coming. He's always been a big Centaur Chimera's fan. So he wanted to come hang out and asked if I'd come with him. But who are you? Just here alone?
No, I mean I'm just waiting for my dad to show up.
Oh, John's coming?
No,
He drops
my
your
dad.
stepdad's name, not your dad. Your dad's coming.
Although I bet
Oh,
John's
okay.
John's probably in there.
Probably.
He's gonna be so pissed when not only like he finds out that I was watching the game from the stands, but also that the fucking centaurs just get, or the chimeras get just wiped.
So you're in town meeting your dad, and
Yeah.
you didn't tell your mom?
Well, I just found out last night. Like he's got some time
It's
off
called
and
a
he was coming
sending
through.
stone, dude. What's a text? Text your mom.
I didn't really have time, bro. Like I just came in and I didn't want to be like, hey, here's my laundry. Like what a dick move. Like I'm not gonna do that.
You don't have to just let her know you're in. The woman wants to, like, she cares about you. She wants you live stream your entire goddamn life, and you don't tell your mom when you're in town.
Are you my dad? Are you my
Maybe
daddy?
I should be. Maybe you.
Oh, you want me to
what?
call
Maybe
you
I
daddy?
should.
Oh, it finally comes out after
maybe
10
I
years, huh?
should.
Huh? No,
You
like,
should respect your mother. She's a good woman. She's done
I'll
very
respect your
right by
mother.
you, and so has. You would not.
I would not.
When's your dad coming?
Like anytime now. Anytime now. Do you want me to get us into the box?
If that's what's happening with you, I don't need special seats, but you're getting in?
Yeah, it's my dad. Like we're getting in.
Yeah, it's your dad. That's what I'm talking about. Dude,
I'm sorry.
your 8th birthday, your 12th birthday, your 15th birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. Guy's busy. He's
Sure.
helping
Guy's
people.
busy. Yep. Sure.
The fuck do you know?
Come on, man. I don't want to. I've watched you get hurt by this so many fucking times.
It's probably not.
Edgar
room in the
kinda
box
hops
anyway.
back. Right.
I'll script you later, okay?
Sure. I'll say hi to John if I see him. And he'll walk by you. Not quite shoulder you, but like brush a shoulder by and go past.
Idiot, no. You don't know anything.
We then get a shot-to-shot-to-shot cut of Kai, montage, that's the word, of Kai sitting on the bench in various different ways. As the night gets darker and darker, you see people file in. You see some people mull around for a while. You see people mull out. Big cheering. You see a lot of celebration from the Superions and everyone in Superior jerseys. The Chimeras are all... The fans are... They know who they cheer for. And they cheer for them nonetheless, and they're still proud of them. So there's not, like, bad vibes in the air, but...
They're not going to, like, soccer riot. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. The Superions are being dicks about it, to be perfectly honest, and sort of literally laughing down on people, because most of them are flying. And Danor walks by and just barely makes eye contact with you as he just continues walking forward, looking clearly very upset, but just continues by.
People get busy. People get busy. All right. People get busy.
And it gets darker. And then the lights come on. And then the last people are driving around. All the tailgaters are gone. The maintenance crews grabbing garbage bins and sweeping up and...
Yeah.
And then your stone dings, and it's from Michael, and it says, "Sorry, kiddo, something came up. Next time."
Of course. Yeah, of course it did. Yeah.
Hate both of you.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Sorry. I can do it on command. I'm sorry.
I know. I hate it.
Oh.
Oh God.
Right.
Okay.
He's going to unfurl his scroll and just use it.
And
Ooh, hold on. And boop.
The day that Kyle has left would have been the day before Nelloris and all of the other Owlin should have been coming back, because there's not a lot of crossover. But Kyle's coming home a little early, as is Nelloris, and both of you pop on when you cast your teleportation. Normally, it's just a and a little twist in your stomach, and that's about it. You feel a buzz. You feel that twist in your stomach. There is a vibration, and then your stomach twists back, and you are staring out at not quite like a blank void, but something that kind of looks like the edge of the world. Like it kind of is like just sort of cloudy almost. Would both of you like to make me an Arcana check?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it. 9 plus 12, I think.
Okay.
13.
Okay. This is pretty familiar. It's not something you'd really have thought of before, but you are staring out at the edge of the demiplane. So Strixhaven exists on a demiplane all unto itself. You guys are at the edge, and as you look kind of up and around, you are in what looks like some kind of bus station. And then you look down and notice each other.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I came
okay?
from
Hey, he'll walk over to her.
Okay.
I came home a little early.
Yeah, me too. What's wrong?
Family sucks.
Yeah, kind of does.
Does Telbron look like does Telbron like recently look like he's been crying?
Is his
Telbron?
tanner streaking?
Who?
Is his tanner streaking?
No, I'm wondering who's Telbron.
Oh fuck, Kai.
Oh,
It's Kai.
someone's got
looking
someone
like-
in the mouth.
Yeah. As
I
I
didn't
don't know.
even
Is
guess that.
Telbron crying? I hear Trazelta.
I don't know.
in the chat.
Maybe. Probably. Telbron, are you crying?
don't know.
Is Kai.
Kai is going to make a bluff roll
Yes.
and is going to get a very masculine 12 plus.
Roll insight.
I am, don't worry.
So that's going to be 12 plus. Let me just open his sheet because I didn't think I'd need it. For
I
this
rolled a
number.
7, so don't
Okay,
worry
cool.
about it.
I think I've got like a
Doesn't
16,
matter.
something like that with my bonuses.
Yeah, I rolled a 3 and I had +4 to it, so I got 7. Nelloris is gonna be like, I don't want to. It's nothing. I had to come home a little early. What?
What?
This is interesting where we are.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell this place is.
Feel free to roll me, whichever's better for you guys, an Arcana or a History check.
We'll do Arcana. 18.
That is either an 8 or a, come on, history. That is gonna be an 8. Oh, you know what? I can do this. I'm gonna do this. So that's a 9. That is an 11, thanks to my Superion ability to call, or not my Superion ability, my favorite soul ability.
Yes, there you go.
Ah.
Fantastic. So, as you wonder this, almost you hear like a tinkling, and you guys are kind of undercover. But you know how when you have like a sparkler and that starts to fall?
Yep.
Yeah. So that starts to come down. And Kai, you at first are like, ooh, pretty. But Nelloris, you remember from your History of Magic and Art course that something that happens occasionally with the snarl. There's a snarl at the center of Strixhaven. That's why it was built here. On the magic, it causes the magic weave. Sometimes it gives off like flares, kind of like solar flares, and it totally fucks with teleportation. So the university has a few of these little outposts set up that if someone tries to teleport in, if you try to teleport out, it just doesn't work. Or you end up like halfway across campus and that's it. Whereas this will, there's a few of these little outposts that the magic in the scrolls is smart enough that it redirects you. And so you have been redirected.
Oh, actually,
This is
we've been
What?
redirected.
the snarl at the center of the school sometimes causes interference, and they basically just shove people here.
Kai is also in that class. You were in this class together.
Hey. Hey, now.
Yeah.
Shut up and just look at it.
It's really pretty. Nell is still wearing her fancy black dress and spiked like boots.
Yeah, like spiked heels, like a tight. I presume it's like a bodycon dress.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Just so for your image of Nell.
Just so you know.
And he is wearing like the full jersey underneath the
Nice.
the bantha leather jacket.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Oh, it's hey, are you okay?
I went home, and I thought my mother had changed, but she hasn't, and I'm just a disappointment to her. And I basically am not accepted the fact that I'm going to school here. And we got in a big fight at a dinner at the Owlidays, and I just kind of left.
That'll show her.
I'm sorry, I'm putting a downer
Hey.
on you. You look like you enjoyed like a really fun, I guess, is that Wyvern Ball?
Yeah, it is. They don't. It's not you. Or I guess it is you. They don't change. You do. You did. You look great, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
But parents, they're not. I don't know. I think we're the ones who change, and I don't think that it really fits with them.
Yeah.
They're stuck, you know?
That's what I told. That's what I told her before I left. I told her that she put her what she wanted to be and her ideals into what I should be, and that I'm not the younger version of her.
Yeah, I guess you're not. Are you
Thanks,
okay
honestly.
Are you okay with that? Like, not being her.
Yeah. She's stuck in a never-ending circle. She doesn't grow. She is a plant that is in one pot for her whole life. And she needs to be put in a bigger garden, but she doesn't want to go into that garden to grow big and tall. This, what I have is like, I'm being put in a garden and I'm growing, and she doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess she's kind of treating you like a weed.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I'm a fan personally of you, not of weed. I mean, of guessing. You didn't hear that.
Of course not. The so popular
I've got
Kaels.
I've got a cold, okay? Like, it was really cold at the stadium, and, you know, I've had a lot of beer. Anyway.
That's a really nice, that's an interesting necklace. I don't think I've seen you wear it at school.
Oh. Yeah, it's nothing special. It's, Superiorate.
What's that? And Nell's gonna, like, walk up really close to him to look at it.
It's a rock that forms where, like, on my home realm.
Super.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, when you live off-world, you keep a piece of it.
Yeah, I get that. That's why I have my mushrooms.
I guess my mom doesn't. But...
Why?
She's not really. I don't know. She's gone full like migrant, immigrant, etc. Right? Like she's settled.
Now about your dad? Does he?
Yeah, no, he. But I mean, I guess. How does she still look upset?
No.
Yeah.
A little. I think she's doing the thing where she's trying to like divert her own issues and focus on something else to try and like stop. So I think she's starting to show
me
it
out like this.
Oh, this is me. This is 100% Robin too.
Hey,
yeah.
How far down do you think it goes? Like the void.
Oh, like... Nell like look down at Kai for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled it. It was a womb.
Good. Nell's gonna like look at Kai, then look at the void where he's looking. Probably forever.
Let's find out. And he's gonna like hold on his necklace for a second, and I'm gonna say this thing can glow. I'm gonna say this thing can glow.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yeah.
Count it on the way down. He's just gonna huck it over the edge.
Fantastic. You wait. And you wait. And you wait.
Wow, this thing's way stronger than I expected it to be. The damn necklace broke before the cord did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't hear.
Do we see though? Because it's glowing. Does it pretty much just fades?
It disappears. It fades. Yeah, because this place has sort of a glow unto itself, and you guys are sort of you would have had to step out a little bit onto the like the ground that then goes into cloud. So you guys are in the like sparkles or whatever as you, and they don't. It feels kind of like rain, like it's like you can feel it on you, but and it's like inking off your jacket, but
shit, that goes down real.
So
for a second. I thought you were gonna want to jump, and I was a little worried about you, Kai.
Oh, that would be great, but not until I can fly.
Oh yeah, you get to fly, don't you? And Nelloris will like start flapping her wings and just start hovering a little bit.
Hey!
What?
Be careful.
Nell's gonna like fly outside to the void.
Hey, what are you doing? Knock it.
The clouds are kind of like swooping around a little bit, not like covering you, but kind of like you're flying into them.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like?
Peaceful, swirly, cloudy. Then she'll fly back. You'll get there. Then you can fly out with me.
Yeah, it's a date.
Okay,
What?
that sounds fun.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know why you came home early, but if it's family stuff too, I'm here.
I sensed that you were in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Well,
got great
you
hearing. I can hear a pretty girl cry worlds away.
Nell will blush.
Even when I'm not the one that caused it.
It's true, you are quite the heartbreaker on campus, Kai.
I have a list of all the names he mentions. I know them down.
Amazing.
You feeling better?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
And
She'll
neither of you
take his
noticed,
hand
but you're
and squeeze.
and neither of you noticed, but you've got to just like he's been kind of crouching down and you've been kind of standing up a little bit higher.
Yeah, you can only do so much with the camera, right? So-
Exactly. Yeah, you can only make the cameras work. So yeah. You're stealing my Francis move of coming way too close to the camera. And as you are very close and very much eye to eye, right next to you comes a and a carriage with no horses on it, but a carriage, automated one, is going to pull up right next to you. And the doors will.
Oh, looks like that's our ride to school.
Yeah, I guess this is where we get off. I mean, on well,
Yeah.
after you.
Oh, I think you should go first, sir. This dress is quite short, and
Can't blame
you
me for
haven't
trying
paid
here.
for that view.
They were trying.
He's gonna grab Nell's luggage.
Oh,
Yep, there is a little like luggage carrier thing on the back of it.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's light for me. You're tiny. I could pick you up with one hand.
you could try.
I would, but you're in that dress.
You are a gentleman and a scholar.
I am neither of those things, and my GPA proves it.
Oh yeah, have you done exams already?
Oh shit, am I allowed to talk to you? Actually, I've taken the tests. Do you get special owl tests?
Probably. They probably like have redone all the tests, so I probably have to take a brand new test.
So, yeah, well, good luck on your owls.
Thank you.
Wanna go for a ride?
Yeah, this sounds fun.
Oh, I gotta, come on, I'll tell you all about, me trying to get Celdrynn laid. He's really bad.
Oh, right. You guys, have you guys been bonding? Did you guys have bro nights?
Yeah?
On that, you
Nice.
will hop into the carriage together. As soon as you sit down, Nell, you'll like bring Shay off of your shoulder and onto your lap, and she's just, or they are kind of.
It's fine.
And turns around in a circle and sits down.
Amazing. Nell's just gonna start like petting Shay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Shay pointedly starts going and pretending to sleep. And the carriage will pull off. And Kai can regale you the tales of what happened while you were away.
So anyway, there's this hot goth chick, right? This singing all, and Celdrynn doesn't have any idea what to do.
Exactly.
and you know, et cetera, et cetera. Fade off. Fade off.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fade out. Wonderful. You guys go get back to the dorms. I presume you're both going to your own dorms.
Yeah. Where else would we go?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Only a minor awkward look.
Yeah, and also the stories are like very Celdrynn centric. Like it's like there are 3 people there, but only 2 people are being mentioned because of awkward.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And then eventually when Telbron is mentioned, he's mentioned far too often.
Oh my god, this is the university experience.
This is the university experience, folks.
I think when you start talking about Telbron, Nell's gonna be like, right, yes, Telbron, yeah, how's he doing?
I'm sure probably missing you a lot.
Yeah, I definitely.
You know what? He's actually been a sullen bitch since you've been away.
It's because he's missing his Sullenclaw.
Oh, I think he's just a bitch.
Question, do you bring, so you haven't seen, you don't know if they're here or not, because you left before all of them. Kai doesn't know. But are you going to mention any of the happenings of, I believe you ended last session on we have a supervillain.
Oh yeah. After the awkward, he's gonna say everything that he knows about all that happening.
Okay, and so you mentioned Mac sort of disappearing into the dark and not responding? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, I know you've been spending time with them, but be careful. I mean, we've got a few days before everybody else is back at school, right? Like, we're back early.
Do you want to do some sleeping?
Yeah, but also don't go out alone. Like, if you need to go out somewhere, like after hours or somewhere private, like don't go alone.
Okay.
You know where my room is. Just come get me, okay?
I do. What if you have a lady over?
I'll hang a sock on the door or something. Like,
okay, sounds good.
You just fucking wait, okay? Like, what's an hour or 2 gonna kill? Like, well, it's not gonna be like 5 minutes. Come on.
Really? No, I was just gonna.
Oh my god. Now, like. Yeah, obviously. You said I'm a gentleman and a scholar. Okay,
It's true.
Sex
okay.
is like Argonian food. It's not over till everyone gets their muckblock.
Interesting.
Thanks, everyone. It's been a great night. I'll
Paraphrasing an Alec Baldwin quote right there.
Yep.
I've read a lot, done a bit, but it was like a teenage stuff, so you know, it's you know, I haven't had that
You'll catch up.
experience.
The door in between you opens and someone walks out of their room and closes their door and walks off.
I didn't know anybody else was. Yeah, you're back early too, huh? Did you go to
leaving, leaving tomorrow morning.
Yeah, there's like this weird Biloxi thing happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that happens occasionally. It wasn't this morning. Most people left. I was waiting till this afternoon and missed my window.
Yeah, fair. It wasn't in the brochure.
You know, you guys are clearly in the middle of a con. Bye. And he's gonna.
Sorry, we're just talking. Sorry, we shouldn't talk about you when you're around. It's about your birthday.
You don't. You have no idea who this guy is.
No, I'm just trying to get him to go away.
Oh, he's gone. Like he's down the hallway.
Do you want to unpack? And I'm gonna go fix my makeup and change into some comfier clothes. I have to do like a tiny bit of studying, but would you want to go grab a coffee?
Yeah, sounds good.
I could still use some nice friendly company. It's been a week of disapproving glances from my mother, so I could use a friendly face.
Yeah. Although maybe not the fire jolt.
Oh right, the steam methods.
No,
those were the
because
Bozen.
The barista fucking hates me.
Oh, right.
And you were looking for like a friendly face, and like
that's yeah. All right, Bozend.
Yeah. I'll see you.
Sounds great.
Oh, I'll see you. I'll meet you in the lobby in an hour. Okay, half hour.
Sounds great. Yeah, the hour works. I could go for a nice shower.
Yeah. I could probably. Oh, monkey.
Nell's gonna give
I
a
ran
very...
into a. I gotta go message somebody. Not a monkey. Sort of a monkey. Anyway. I'll see you in an hour in the lobby, okay?
Sounds great.
Oh goodness.
And,
Wonderful. You go to your own rooms. Kai, you would like to send a message?
Yeah, he's just gonna send a message to Denora.
Okay.
That's just like, sorry I missed the game. Good to see you though.
You get a little monkey emoji and a little heart emoji back. And then a couple minutes later, don't be a stranger.
Wash your monkey. It'll be like
He does as he
soap plus monkey equals smiley face. Or thumbs up, thumbs up.
And meanwhile, Nell's gonna have a very quick shower. But what she's gonna quickly do is she's actually gonna do a little, because she's been working on over the semester a little bit too. She's working on doing her own little like comics, manga stuff. So she's gonna do a little manga of the train station bit with Kai, and so she's been working on that with her inktomancy and her art. History of Art and Magic. I feel like she's been working on her drawing abilities, so she's gonna do just a little quick little section of that on the thing and draw.
As you sit down to your table, to sit down to your desk to do that, there is a note with a seal on it, and you recognize it as the Stevedore seal.
Oh, she's gonna open it up.
I believe Traz sent you the letter.
Yep. Yes, he did.
It is quite extensive, Traz.
It is very extensive. Traz, you're amazing.
We won't post the whole thing. Maybe we'll post it in the Patreon Discord once we're done.
Yeah.
So that people can get the juicy deets. Because this would be one of those things if you could see it over his shoulder in the shot, but we don't want to have to read the whole thing out. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's quite however, for the audience, the gist is to my dearest Nelloris.
Wait, I didn't get this. He
He gave me his family information. I didn't get a note. Trap.
Okay, in that case, should I read it? Do you want?
Yes.
It's not that long. Okay.
Yes, read it.
To my dearest Nelloris, I hope your Owlidays were pleasant. Things ended up being quite eventful while you were away. After Kai, Celdrynn, and I passed our exams, we had gone out to celebrate. Celdrynn ended up winning a contest, quite skillfully at that, though the three of us ended up flying right after he won for some reason. Turns out I am not a very good flyer. Unfortunately, which, let's say that's an interesting little point, after today's events. Unfortunately, the celebration was cut short as steam methods attacked the kitchen at Bow's End Tavern. They were found flying around a boiling cauldron containing a suspicious black substance. We managed to deal with the methods, but have been unable to confirm if the substance in the cauldron is the same as the previous 2 incidents, as we did not have time to take it to Mac. Interesting point that he has left out the seeing Mac there, although you have heard this from Kyle now.
Yeah.
Currently, I have a sample of it in my dorm. There has also been still been no sign of who is causing all this trouble, but we will need to be careful, as clearly it must be someone in Strixhaven. After all the chaos at the tavern, I ended up falling ill that night, which has prompted me to have to return home for a few days. I had forgotten to mention this, but about 7 years ago, I contracted specter pox on a trip with my father. It tends to flare up every couple of years, but there is nothing to worry about. The treatment I have used works quite well. While it may seem unnecessary to go back home, my father was quite insistent about it, and I'd rather not have him pry into my life here at Strixhaven. Due to this, it means I will not be able to see you when you return to school, which saddens me, as I have missed you while you were away. And then looking at the page, it shimmers a little bit, and it almost looks like there is a transparent paper over top of another layer of paper. But you can clearly see the writing underneath. Yeah. From here on out, the letter is written in illusory script for your eyes only. This trip home does complicate things, and I must ask a favor from you. I have left my ring in your possession, as I cannot allow my family to know I have this, as it links it to my brother. I feel awful for asking this of you, as I'd rather you did not get more caught up in my family's affairs, but I did not know what else to do, as I did not feel safe leaving it just in my dorm room or with anyone else. If you do not feel comfortable, I have a hidden compartment in my desk drawer you can put it. If you do decide to hold on to it, keep the ring safe however you best see fit. Just please be careful. After my brother's disappearance, I am sure my father has taken measures to ensure that does not happen again while I attend school. I cannot help but feel this ring was the key to my brother's escape. Though I have not had much success meeting the patron of this ring, thankfully they seem more than willing to offer their magic for me to utilize regardless of that. In any case, it seems like I will be home for at least a few days, perhaps longer, as my birthday is approaching. Not exactly how I hoped to spend it this year, but not much I can do about it now. Look forward to seeing you and hearing how your Owlidays went. Affectionately yours, Telbron Stevedore.
Oh.
So where's our dear Nelloris at?
Nell, you ready?
You hear a knock at the door. Oh, and there is a little box with it that is the box you recognize was his ring.
Nell's gonna take the ring out. She's gonna find a necklace that has a spare chain, and she's gonna throw it on the chain and then just tuck it under her shirt to keep it safe, and she's just gonna pat it and open the door for Kai, and she's very flustered at the moment.
Do you need 5 more minutes to finish up whatever you were doing? Wash
no,
your hands, put anything away.
No, I was just well, this isn't gonna help your suspicions there, but I was just reading a note from Tel.
Oh.
Yeah, he told me, he gave me a summary of what you guys went through. Very sweet.
Oh yeah, bet. Do you want to talk about it over coffee?
Sure. You look nice.
I wanted to put on some real clothes after I showered.
Fair. Nell's in like a big sweater. She's looking very much like a university student at finals.
Amazing.
You look comfy.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Better hit the books. Tell's apparently sick too. He's gonna be gone
shit.
for a
Is he
few days.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? The flu or
Some sort of pox that he contracted with a kid that eventually every once in a while flares up. He's just home for a few days.
like wait. Like
What?
like what? And it flares
Spectre
up. Like
pox.
he's got specterpies. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Like there's a vaccine for that. Like if you haven't already caught it, like you should get your SPV vaccine. It's really important. Like that stuff can cause like mummy rot, targeted mummy rot, as well as just like itching.
Oh, that must be very uncomfortable for him.
Kai does remember seeing some possible symptoms of something.
Yeah, he got a really high roll on that just now too. Or
yeah.
what would that be? Medicine, investigation.
Bless
you.
Medicine.
Medicine is gonna be a 6. That's a 16 for medicine.
Yes. So you at the end of the fight last night, honestly, it was just yesterday. There was something to Telbron. He seemed to have some kind of inkiness in his eyes. But you like specter pox are not super well known, but it's kind of one of those things that like people maybe joke about. But Telbron takes his health seriously, and so actually would have researched it a little bit. And yeah, it is very similar. It is essentially it's not really like herpes. Like you can contract it that way, but you usually get it from like contaminated water.
It's like a weird version of chicken pox, kind of, right? Like, but it's like
that
chicken
you
pox
get from
mixed
food.
with mixed with food. Okay, I was thinking it
Yeah,
was
you
like
would-
cholera pox.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, because cholera is you usually get that from contaminated
Water.
From the
something.
fecal oral
Yeah.
root, if you listen to Sawbones.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the best route.
It's the worst root, really, but
Exactly. But anyway, so you are aware of this, and like everyone jokes about it being specterpies because it has a lot of similar side effects. But if he's saying he got sick last night, you saw him last night, and he had something, but it wasn't specter pox.
huh.
What? What?
Oh well. No, there's nothing. It's just that's. He didn't look like he was sick yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, like I. If he was.
You're-
Yeah. Anyway, it's just weird. No,
Are you saying he? Why would he make up that? He could just say he was going home. That's weird.
So last night when we were out with the Mephits,
Mm-hmm.
he was looking kind of weird. Like at one point, like he's got like what, blue eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I don't know. They just went all funky.
Huh.
Like the whole thing's like all like black. Like even like over like on the white, like the whole thing just.
Nelloris is gonna stare at Kai's eyes for a little too long.
They're very lit.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Just be careful. Like,
Yeah.
he's weird.
But I'm weird. Does that make me bad?
There are layers of weird. Besides, who doesn't love a bad girl? One sec. Okay. I think we can do the fire jolt if she's there.
He's all of a sudden a very different person.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on, I can do this. Watch.
How do you do that? Are you sure? I don't want to risk it. Like,
It's all. It's fine. It's all in the body posture, really.
okay. Sure, if you don't mind. I'll order the coffee. You can just sit with your back to her.
Yeah, sure. That
we can get some coffee.
Yeah. You can tell me about those porn comics.
And with that, you walk off. Kelly dressed as every man in Love Actually.
Yeah.
Hate that movie. Love every guy in it.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to head off. You will have a lovely evening, possibly a little awkward, but as we learned last game, swawkward is being suave and awkward is a combination.
Yep.
Exactly. So quickly, let's kind of wrap this up a little bit. But so you
please.
are going to be Kai, you are probably hanging out. Most other students have gone home for this week because all of the Owlidays students get the couple of days off, and then there is a following couple of days off that the rest of the students get. And so a lot of them have gone home. There's some kicking around, obviously, but a lot of people have gone home for the holidays. Celdrynn is nowhere to be found, presumably with his family. Nell, however, has to study for her exams.
I think if at any point we get back to the room and Nell will, like, probably, if Kai's actually interested in some of her, like, hentai anime, she will pull out a few manga and also just explain stuff for him, and just, like, you'll see her lovely, like, anime body pillow, because I have to show it every game because I bought
is this something
prop.
like you would have talked about it a whole ton, like leading up, and then when you get to the room, you like hand him books and like, okay, here, good night.
Good night. I'm gonna study. Yeah.
I was kidding. Holy shit. What'd that octopus do though?
A lot of things.
Is there one of the doodles somewhere in one of the books accidentally?
Oh, there might. Let me roll a luck check there for doodles. I rolled a 6. Yeah, there's definitely a doodle in there.
Of what?
Wonderful. There of a very quick doodle of Kai and Nell at the bus stop.
Yeah.
Just a very nothing awful. It's the equivalent to finding like a N+K with a heart around it kind of thing. Like it's nothing.
That is solid gold.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like it's nothing lewd, but it's like oh my. Wonderful. So you give some books. Fantastic. You don't notice this right away, Kai. You will only find it if you read some of these, and it might take you a couple days.
Yeah, he's a slow reader, especially where those type of
he starts reading it the wrong direction at first, and he's so confused.
Why is this pizza being undelivered?
Exactly.
Now this doesn't make any sense. Like this guy's paying with sex to have his pizza taken away.
Okay, next day. Next day, Nell, there is a knock on your door. Mid-morning. Yeah. Do you answer it? And if so, how?
Yes. Hello?
You just say hello from the other side of the door?
Oh, she'll open the door and say hello.
Okay. Mac is standing there.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Lovely to see you back. I was curious. I didn't have anything to do this week, so I've stuck around campus. I was curious if you needed to study for your exams. I would imagine most of your friends have gone home, and I didn't want you to be alone.
Oh, thank you. Kai is also here early. He kind of was helping me study a bit when I got back last night. But yeah, I would love some study buddy. These exams seem like they're gonna be not easy to do, so I'd better make sure I'm studying.
Of course, that's yes. Well, we can go to the biblioplex. They have the Biblio Cafe there. We can go grab some. I brought some of my first year texts. I've put lots of notes in them. I thought they might be. They change the tests most years, but I thought it might be helpful.
That'd be amazing. Yes, that'd be great.
Wonderful. Let's go. I will note as well, as much as this is a very in-character Mac thing to do, as he does very much like Nell, it is your relationship boon that you get from having a good relationship with Mac, is he makes sure that you always have a study buddy, which means you get advantage on your studying roll.
Woo!
So the way that studying works is you get to you essentially get to roll whatever skill you want, and whatever skill, ability and skill, so combine however you want, however you think you are studying. So if you're just straight reading books, you could intelligence arcana, intelligence history, whatever. You are only mechanically, you only have to worry about the I can never say the word, the required course, magical physiologies. So you're only required to study for magical physiologies for rolling purposes. So but you have the perfect study buddy for that, and so he will offer to study with you, and which means you will be able to roll advantage on whatever skill you want to use for studying. So what skill would you like to use for studying?
I would like to do wisdom, actually.
Sure.
I'm using wisdom and wisdom arcana.
Beautiful. You, rather than like studying like the words in the book, talking and having this sort of relationship building with Mac, who has a very he has a very personal connection with the plants instead of just this intellect. Like, he is very intellectual about it, but he feels for it, right? In a similar way that you do. And Shay is like, bobbing around and kind of like helping you, and like goes back and forth between sitting on your shoulder and sitting on Mac's shoulder and moving around, and drinking lots of coffee. But yeah, absolutely. Wisdom, you know this on a more like, you know it rather than you've had to study it. Roll with advantage. And you were looking for a DC 12.
Wow, I'm glad I had advantage. The first one I rolled was a nat 1. But then I rolled 14 plus 7 is 21.
Beautiful. You study like a bitch. And so what this is this gives you a reroll. Now you do have an option. You can go all night. You can pull an all-nighter, which means you will be exhausted for your exam, which means you'll be rolling at disadvantage. However, you do get 2 rerolls. So it's kind of like rolling flat, but not quite.
Yeah.
So it's up to you.
No, I don't think so. I think at one point Nell's gonna get tired and then just want to go hang out with Kai for the evening, probably. Go out for a couple drinks and just be like, I'm gonna relax and then go to bed for the exam.
Cool. Mac won't like invite himself along in any way, but he will very much like after you've been like, yeah, I'm done studying. He'll very much be like, what do you have planned for the rest of your evening?
Kai's also here early. So I was thinking of potentially hanging out with him because he's probably been like, I don't know, bored all day. I gave him some stuff to read, so I was gonna see if he has gotten anywhere with that.
He does not strike me as a man of letters.
This is more pictures.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, your manga. It's wonderful. I've looked into some of it myself.
Oh, really?
Yes. There was one about I can't remember the title of it. But it was something about adventurers going into dungeons and eating things that they found there. I can't remember the name of it though.
Oh, interesting.
It was some interesting ideas. Absolutely. I took it out of the biblioplex here, so I'll bring it with me next time I see you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Wonderful. Send my regards to Kai, and I will see you. He didn't mention anything about a few days ago. I believe there was some kind of tussle at the Bow's End.
Oh yeah, yeah. He talked about they fought some steam methods there.
Oh goodness, those are nasty customers. I hope no one was hurt.
I don't think so. They said that they saved the thing. Were you so you just heard about it? You didn't you weren't there? You didn't see the damage? I heard some cool stuff, but you know how they exaggerate the boys. You weren't there.
Really?
You didn't actually see what happened, did you?
Oh. No. I'm TAing for a class. One of the alternative magical physiologies classes. And so we were marking exams that night. I needed to get them out quick.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Bish is lying. What is that? Do. 17. I'm gonna add my determination to bring that to a 19.
He's definitely lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like adjusting his collar a little bit too much, and yes, terribly boring work. I won't bore you with it, but I should leave you to your evening. I hope the studying has been useful. It has definitely given me good
very
teaching.
Helpful. Yeah. You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Anytime. He'll kind of
I will take you up on that.
Good. He when you say that, he like visibly calms, and kind of sighs a second and just goes, "Good. I hope you do." And turns and goes. Now onto your exams the next day. You go back to your dorms and hit up Kai. Feel free to vamp while I find my paperwork.
When you go to Kai's room is like spread out with all the books you owned. But you're also gonna see it's been like a day since then, right? Like you went and did other stuff. So there's a bunch more. Just like sitting around in stacks. And he's kind of like laying upside down in his bed. The door's kind of propped open for airflow. Like kind of dangling off his bed. Oh hey.
Hi. Whoa.
A lot of Mountain Dew.
Nell's gonna look around for tissues in waste paper baskets.
It's not all porn. I mean, this one is. Nunslayer. Slay boy. You know what? I got on.
You got on or got off?
It's been a rough couple of days, but no, I got on my Myrmidon account. And with Primal shipping, I get stuff overnight, right? So, let's see. Have you read Date Sailors? Minute Gimme, Crusade Barbarian guys, Turbo Magic Giant 100.
Yes.
His Girl Music, Musketeer Tracer. And you know what's really weird? So like this is totally porn, but this one, and he holds up a copy of Genesis Virgin Seeker, is strangely not.
Right?
It doesn't make any sense. It's all about like giant suits of armor and like interpersonal conflicts.
It gets quite deep when you read it on later in the manga. It really it really works at you.
Yeah, it's all about depression.
Yeah.
I'm on volume 6.
Damn.
Volume 5 was just them in a lift.
Yeah. And wasn't it great? It was
There were
iconic.
There weren't words. And it was great. Like,
Right?
it was actually really...
Wow. You really... Did you sleep at all?
What day is it?
Well, how was your... What?
I'm still
Yes.
studying. The exams are soon.
Exams are tomorrow.
Some exams are tomorrow.
Oh. Then yes. I totally slept. This-
I don't need... Yeah.
The coffee is totally
Okay,
curdled.
why don't we go grab some pizza?
Yes, that would...
I've been cramming all day, and I could just use a night to like
Yeah.
relax and chill, and then do that. We can.
And then do... What?
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 Who? What?
Okay, so... Yeah, let's... You've been crammed enough. Let's go.
Okay.
This is what we do for Christa.
Yep.
Oh God, amazing. Wonderful.
I generated
you guys...
so many manga titles while you were getting ready.
I know.
Thank you
I
so
know.
much.
I was trying to look through the thing to try and find him. I'm like, I know Kelly's got some
Genesis
stuff.
Virgin
That's
Seeker actually generated, by the way. And I was like,
That's
that one's not a porn.
amazing.
All the other ones are. Truck Dreamer Mermaid Light is a porn. Thunder Breeder, a porn.
Uh-huh.
These are Big Boy Thunder Victors. I'm writing that down for later.
So does Kai have the sketch from Nell anywhere on in his room? Obvious.
Not visible.
Not
Not
yeah. Not
Okay.
visible.
Not visible.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have a lovely evening out. And the next day you go bright and early to your exam. And so I'm going to get you to make 2 checks, and you will get 1 reroll for your successful studying.
Sweet.
So you can you please roll me an intelligence arcana
Okay.
for your multiple choice questions about red, blue, green, gray, and death slotty.
Sweet. So does the student die allow for exams?
You will get because you have a student die from Mac. Absolutely. Yes.
Sweet. So if I roll bad on that. All right.
Yeah, because that's an inspiration die.
It's a D4 I can add to my
Anything, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because it's a relation. Because the relationship dice are different from the exam student dice.
Yeah. Yes. It is separate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can just use it once per long rest.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So the first one is a 17.
Perfect. And then roll me a wisdom insight check for your short essay about commonly accepted ways to keep Slotty calm during unexpected encounters.
All right.
What's Lottie boy?
Oh. All right, and we'll do that as a 23.
Beautiful. Wonderful. You finish your exams. You do the rest of your exams for your other classes. And by that evening, you have a note on your door that has your exam answers, and you have passed with flying colors. Flying Slotty colors.
Yeah, I think Nell will grab the exam, rip it off, and like run to Kai's door and just like.
Like it's open. It's been open.
Oh, I passed.
Duh. No cap. Of course you did. It's you. Oh, sorry.
We need to go celebrate. Come on. Let's go celebrate.
All right. Let's. I'll even let you buy because
Oh, thank you. You're such a gentleman.
we have established that no.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go to the
Slippery
pub.
nipples for all.
If we're
Can
lucky.
So, Kai,
You.
have you found the drawing?
Yep.
Have you hidden it?
Yep.
Can you roll me a deception check?
Sure. It's in a
And-
drawer.
Yeah, well, Nell, do you want to roll me a perception check?
Well,
I
sure.
think I'm good. I think
Probably
I'm
won't
good.
matter.
Is it naturally
no,
great?
your difficulty is only 22.
Oh, only. I have a minus, or what is it? Insight, I guess? A perception.
Insight.
You said perception.
Oh, perception. Yes, perception. Sorry.
Yeah. All right, I do have a +4 to that. So I have to roll.
You have
An
to roll
18.
a nine. Yeah, an 18.
Or 18 will meet it.
Nope, I rolled 12, so that's 16. So Nell does not notice.
All right. The camera does.
The camera
Kai
does,
has
obviously.
the drawer is slightly open for artistic purposes, and you see the picture in there exactly. But Kai closes it as he walks out the door. Wonderful. And yeah, you guys and go have a lovely celebratory drink. And I think that's where we will wrap that. We on a clink of your glasses and very genuine smiles at each other, we will end that session. Yeah, thank you guys so much. This was such an insane session.
This is great. So now I do believe. Do
You
I?
are second level.
I get to choose my mushrooms.
right, you
second
do.
floors. Yes.
Am I third level now? I went through
Sadly,
exams
no.
twice, technically.
To be fair, there's only like you're gonna level again like not next session, but probably the one after.
Nice.
But yes, I thank you everyone for joining us at this very light table that was very heavily role played. So thank you to so much. I super appreciate this. Traz, I know
great.
you've been watching, so I hope you are ready to bring it next week. Not next week. It's actually going to be 3 weeks until we play again because
Is it?
of some yes I believe it's 2. We have 2 weeks off and then we're back at it, I think 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, do we? I have us
just
on
be-
the 17th, but I have it wrong.
One sec.
Double check. I might not have updated from our Discord.
What day is it? It's the 3rd today. Okay, so next Monday I don't have the 17th. Okay, I'm sorry, you're correct.
I have us on the 17th and the 24th in my calendar, but
Okay, so that's where the double is.
oh, that's
and then
right,
we
because
have
we're
2
taking
weeks
the
off.
31st off. That's why.
Yes, for Halloween. Yes. Okay, you're correct.
So, yeah.
Thank you, Traz, and yes, thank you, Kelly.
And then we
yes,
have-
my apologies.
We have Oh, we need to schedule November because we hadn't because
Yes.
because it's only 32 days until Extra Life.
What?
It is only 30 days until Extra Life. So my apologies. We did back to back these 2 weeks. We have a week off, then we'll be back to back again. Then we'll have 2 weeks off, and then we'll update you from there on out. But yes, so not next week, but the week after, we will be back. Hope you all join us to see the fallout of all of this drama of what's happening. And oh my goodness. And yes, I'm very glad this is all coming together. Thank you so much for participating with this. I definitely had slightly separate conversations with Robin and Kelly about what might happen this episode, just to really bring out the most drama, because Traz can't have all the fun of the many, many messages between the two of us. So there are many things happening in the background. Thank you, Kelly and Robin, for being wonderful, wonderful players, because this was so much fun. And we managed to fill almost 3 hours of us just yammering. So
that was great. This was fantastic.
Exactly. Yes.
I mean, honestly, like, get the 3 of us in a room and we could go forever. Like,
well, I mean, like, yeah, don't get it. Just thus you patrons stick around for Dork Tales the podcast, because it's the two of them and Christine and me too. So it is an experience.
Yes. This is yeah. It's
which I have to edit that soon.
Yes, it was like on Sun. I guess that was yesterday. God, the days. On Pugmire, where Kelly and I's creative process just tends to happen. I can't remember what we were planning, but we're like, is it this, or is it this, or is it that, or is it this? Just like weird improv shit. Anyway,
it's what we do.
It's wonderful. Thank you, patrons, for being here watching this live. You are all so wonderful, and we really, really, really appreciate you giving us the opportunity to do stuff like this. It's absolutely wonderful, and I am certainly thankful. And keep in tune, like Kelly said, for the Dork pod will be coming out for patrons. Lots of lots of fun stuff coming your way. I know we have some Patreon release early content coming for October.
Yep.
Some spooky stuff.
So yeah, I can say that we're filming episode 2 tomorrow of it, but we have a special thing. I'm gonna see if I can get it edited tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'm on Onyx Path, so my time is really restricted.
Yep.
Plus I have to go like renew my car insurance. So like there's a bunch of stuff I have to do like during the day that's really killing me. But we should have a Patreon exclusive video going up in the next 48 hours. I just have to edit it because it is a really high editing thing, because you know what I'm talking about. There were so many cuts and so many like meanwhile moments, and a lot of filters have to be put on. If you thought Alien had a lot of stuff thrown on top of it, this is gonna be stupid. It is really good. Stupid, but that's part of the fun of it.
It is. That's why it's awesome.
And we got a bunch more good stuff coming this month. It's gonna be good.
Yes, lots of fun stuff. And then so this week we, like Kelly was saying, we are doing some off-screen recording tomorrow while I am up at my dad's in the.
Hopefully, if his internet works. Hopefully,
he supposedly has fully working internet, so hopefully this doesn't screw things up. And then Wednesday, you guys
got Vampire. Vampire is back.
Got again. Vampire Wednesday.
And Thursday is Netherdeep.
Netherdeep.
Hell yeah! And then back with Mage on Saturday.
Mage is finally back. You guys get to see what happens there, and
we have the fight. Oh my god!
You have the fight finally. I know, it's the longest like blue balls ever. For that. Like, God, just let them fight.
Exactly.
And then you can find Christa and I on Sunday morning, way too early, over on the Onyx Path. For Pugmire, and then we have nothing on Monday
if you're bored before Mage on Saturday, you can pop over to Lawful Stupid RPG and see me over there playing Heroes of Theros, where I know the first notes that Robin took tonight were very hilarious. I have a page of notes that just says "not again" in big caps locks. So please feel free to ask Traz or Random what that's about, because they have been making fun of me for it ever since. let's just say I was in 3 games this weekend. All 3 were on boats of some kind, and I haven't drowned miraculously because that is what I do in games.
No, instead you blew away an astral elf very successfully.
Oh god, that was so good. Go watch. Everybody, go watch Spelljammer. It's
go watch
I'm
Spelljammer.
honestly so glad that I wasn't wearing my GIF head when that happened, because I don't know if my excitement would have
you know, that would have been the moment that the jaw on the GIF head would have broken. Just went
broken.
The jaw just would have gaped.
You can also see that totally broke Kelly during that game.
Oh god. Well, I mean, you know,
so
when you're
good.
served dinner like that. And folks, don't forget that on Friday we're not streaming anything, but our good friend Precarious probably is. They didn't stream last week, but I think they're streaming this week, where you can go see the likes of several of our patrons, like Trazelta, who's also a team member, Amberthist, and then there's one more who I still haven't been. Michael's there. I was gonna finish with Michael.
Oh, okay.
Don't clip that. Don't do it. But there's another one of our patrons there whose name has never been confirmed to me, to my knowledge. But you should go watch it. It's a lot of fun on twitch.tv/precarious. I don't know if he has a YouTube. I don't think he does, because YouTube's a pain.
Oh, valid. I'm not sure. Yeah, go check it though, because it's very cool.
I thought you said valid, and I thought you were gonna say phallus, and I'm like, what?
Phallus. This is the mood where may I just say I'm gonna totally call Traz out right now. I just have an entire 2 lines of in Discord right now.
Oh, do you?
Just from Traz. I love you, Traz. Yes. And then also coming up soon, again, this is for people watching live, not for later. But we are going to be playing over for Adventure Dice. I think a bunch of us are in all different games over there. Coming up soon. That is not this weekend, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. So the 14th through the 16th. I'm in a couple games Saturday night, and I think which you guys should be watching Mage, but
I mean, go where you want to go.
Before and after Mage. Before and after Mage, is when you can come hang out with us. And then on Sunday, they'll I believe at least I think you and Traz are in the pirate game, right, Robin?
Yeah, right during when I think it's at 1, so it's right during Spelljammer. So gotta have 2 tabs up. All right, 2 tabs.
At least
up.
come lurk.
Yeah.
So that episode of Spelljammer is going to be a little shorter, actually, I think, because
so you should come raid Adventure Dice when you guys are done.
We definitely will. That episode it's the only one, hopefully, that will be split in half, because I threw an optional fight into the beginning that took way too long by accident. But I got to make Umber Hulk noises, so it was fun.
There you go. It was very good. I love them.
Umber. And I got to say the phrase Umber Hulk smash.
Right?
It was pretty
good. He was pretty great about it.
I was so pleased. Like, on a scale of 10, like 50. Like, just 50. Nice. But there's so much stuff coming our way.
Yes.
I'm gonna sign off and go eat dinner, I think.
Solid plan. I'm gonna finish my delicious popcorn, because I did get to eat some of it this my popcorn bucket.
You need to clip that.
I prepped this. I'm definitely going to 100%. Just gotta make a gif of it. I gotta find that. Who makes our emojis on Twitch? I need a popcorn bucket.
We're gonna have to find a new one. The emoji guy is taking some time off. Yeah. They're taking some time off, so we'll find another one. If you know a good emoji artist or a good like chibi artist, let us know.
Yes. All right, let's get out of here. My allergies are starting to kick up, and my nose is really itchy. So let's sign off. Thank you guys so much. I have been Christa or Chihista FX. Kelly.
I have been Kelly.
And you've been Kai, actually.
I'm Kai now. What's up, babe?
Oh, hi. Hi. I'm Robin. I've been Nelloris. Getting all baby blues.
Wonderful. I love you both very, very much. I love you're just blurred out now.
Yeah.
You're looking the wrong way.
Yeah. There we go.
We're starting off October real spooky with a under
Yep.
the light flashlight.
The stream was coming from inside the house.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
night.
Stop
night.
stream now. Yes, I no longer wish to be live. Good night.